Hello class, good morning. God bless you. Class, today we will continue chapter number 5 from topic microorganisms and food. You know, microorganisms are tiny living organisms which are present everywhere around us, like bacteria, fungi, and viruses. And we have learned that microorganisms are the agents, or they are present in germs which cause infectious diseases. There are many diseases which are caused by these tiny living organisms. They live in water, air, and inside our body also. And we can't get rid of them. Just we can prevent our bodies, our foods from their diseases. Today we will study that why food is related to microorganisms, or what are those aspects in which the microorganisms are very vital. Microorganisms can cause food to rot or to decay and spoil. And the food provide nutrients to these microorganisms. They can feed on the food, they can grow, reproduce, and multiply in numbers. Mold is a type of fungi, a microorganisms. It grows and multiplies on bread. Have you seen this kind of old bread in your fridges or in your kitchens? You know, this is a fungi which is growing on the bread. It doesn't only grow on bread, it grows also on oranges. And as they are growing there, they are getting nutrients and they are making them rot or decay. Bacteria, another kind of microorganisms, and they can multiply quickly in milk and curry left at room temperature. Bacteria cause it to turn sour and spoil. And when a person eats this kind of spoiled food, he gets food poisoning. E. coli bacteria. E. coli bacteria is a special kind of bacteria which can cause food from spoilage and poisoning. It can reproduce and become 2 as fast as 20 minutes. So every time when we are infected by this E. coli bacteria, their number is doubled in 20 minutes. The Salmonella bacteria. It is present in raw, uncooked food, meat, seafoods, and eggs, or unpasteurized milk. They can multiply in a small intestine of the infected person, and the food poisoning is the result of Salmonella bacteria. What are the ways through which we can prevent from food poisoning? Select food which has not passed its expiry date, and avoid eating canned food. You should wash your hands well with soap and water before cooking and eating and after using toilets. Separate cooked food with the raw food. Cooked food at high temperature at above 75 degrees Celsius to kill all the microorganisms in it. And never leave cooked food at room temperature for more than 2 hours. Always, if you want to keep your food for longer time, always put the cooked food in the fridges. And reheat cooked food at temperature above 75 degrees or just near to boil it. These are some ways in which, if we apply them, we will be prevented from food poisoning. You know, microorganisms are not always harmful. Sometimes they are very productive. Like certain bacteria are added to milk to make the yogurt, and yeast are used to make bread rise, and different types of bacteria. You know, we make bread from flour, and the flour is mixed with a very small amount of yeast to make it rise and baked. It's not the bread only, all the confectionery, all the bakery products used yeast in their making. And molds are also used in making cheese, the yummy cheese that we used to eat in pizzas and other favorite junk foods. Now today's question is, after watching the video and after reading the topic thoroughly from book, the question is how bread is made. Thank you class. God bless you.